It's been a rainy day all day. Lovely pitter-patter type of rain that is very welcome in the garden today. We had over a week of warm, sunny, beautiful weather. So this will aid me, assist me in the watering. So I'm not out in the garden today, I'm on my veranda, but I thought it would be a great time to do an unboxing. I was sent, a representative reached out to me from Arillalin and asked if I would take a look, review some clay pebbles. To which I said yes, because I have 2 indoor plants that could use them. So let's open up the box first, which came very promptly, and then I'll tell you how I'm going to apply this or how I'm going to use these pebbles. I'm doing this outside because the temperature is nice and it saves me from making too much of a mess indoors. So it says 5-pound clay pebbles. Now, LECA is an acronym for lightweight, expandable clay aggregate or something like that. These are made from clay and don't in themselves have nutrients. So I will be adding soil, but probably 1 to 2 inches in the base of these pots to allow the drainage and oxygen to the roots. Great, there's a lot there. So let's take a look at the 2 plants in need of my assistance with the clay pebbles. I have a monstera and a very sad looking aloe vera. Now, I was gifted this particular plant, and it was just 2 little leaves, and in error I thought I had it in indirect light, but I get so much light through my windows that I in fact burnt the first 2 leaves. When I recognized this, I moved it further in. Many houseplants like indirect light. A good way to tell that is if you get down to your plant level, wherever you have this, in a stand on the floor or whatnot, and look and see if that light can get to you. That's indirect light, not sunlight, or you'll do what I do, which was to burn those. Now, my monstera is actually coming into its own now, but it's so hard for me to judge the watering. They don't require much water. Yes, this is a tropical plant, but you know, they're under canopies and they don't get as much water as we think they do. So overwatering is so easy. Aloe vera, isn't that a desert plant? So it absolutely has been suffering from my water, and I'm just dribbling a bit and it'll flop over. Right now, it's lost its bright green color because I thought, well, I'm just going to let it dry out. And it did not like that either. So I'm not sure I can salvage and save this poor little plant, but I'm hoping to give it a good shot by using these clay pebbles in the bottom. Now, a regular potting soil is okay for this tropical one, but for this, I'm actually going to use more your cactus potting soils that you buy, those type, and fix it up. I mean, that's mostly my problem. So what's been occurring here for both of these, and I witness it up and down and up and down, is overwatering and potentially, probably making the roots suffer with lack of oxygen. So if these are going to sit on, you know, I don't know if that's 2 inches, 1.5 inch of these pebbles, the water will drain. The clay pebbles, you do soak, they'll soak up water, but they'll dry out and maintain the moisture, but the roots can get out of them what they require. and I will water only from the bottom to also help me maintain, because the moisture will be in the pebbles. So this is great. Now the monstera is actually in a good place now. You can see it's getting happier. It's known as the Swiss cheese plant, if I'm correct, and it will start the top leaves as it grows. And I will pot this on in the future, but it doesn't need, neither of these need to be potted on yet, except I am getting little pups for my aloe vera. But as this one grows, it's called the Swiss cheese because the top plants, as if they were in a tropical environment and they don't need direct sunlight, start creating Swiss cheese holes or perforations. And they get really, really interesting looking if your plant really likes where it is. Right now, I'm just so pleased to see a plant that actually has 2 holes. It's still attached, so it's not complete cuts through. So I'm pleased about that. So now if I can just start watering it correctly. So I'm going to decant this out of here, put 2 layers. Now if you were just using these for decorative and many uses, you want to wash them. I'm probably going to just rinse them in a bucket a couple of times. And I won't put you through that, but I'll bring you back to some rinsed pebbles that I'm going to place in the bottom of this. Oh, you can activate a warranty. Well, that's interesting. Okay. I can feel the dust on them already. These have many uses, of course: aquaponics, hydroponics, as I mentioned, decorative. So if you had a lovely orchid and you know how people, oh, they're so light, make the pretty glass pot with your orchid in it, you know, put these on top or whatnot. I don't know how many. I'm just going to throw a bunch in here. You can see the dust coming off. Obviously they're clay, so you can wash them a few times. I will come back after I've washed these a few times. I only needed to wash those twice, really. They came pretty clean, easily. I'm just going to do the one plant here for now. To tell you the truth, I don't honestly know how the roots should feel. They do feel a little soft, but is that the way they should be? I'm not sure. It's a good thing I came out here, isn't it? So I'm just using the same pot as I mentioned. A couple falling out. I actually think that's enough. I've got it to about there. Let me drop these ones in. And then I'm going to put this little guy back in. Add some fresh soil around. Pushing it down. And that's it. Great. And I thought of another use for them. This is a grow bag that I have that is intended, the use is to put a layer of rocks in the bottom, just to above these grommets here, for the drainage, for the water drainage. Then you lay, this came with them, and you lay this cloth over the rocks and plant on top, and the drainage occurs through that. well, instead of me going outside trying to find and dig up rocks, they gave me enough of these to put in the bottom. So bonus, another use for those. So hopefully my plants will thank me for this. I will put a link below for the pebbles. And that's all for now. So take care. We'll see you soon.